Michael inherited his grandfather's old house after he passed away. He always thought the house was haunted, but his grandfather had told him that it was just his imagination. However, strange things started happening once Michael moved in. He heard footsteps in the hallway and saw shadows moving across the walls. He even saw a figure in a black cloak in the corner of his eye. One night, Michael woke up to find his bedroom door open. He went to investigate and saw the figure in the black cloak again, standing in the hallway. The figure turned and walked towards him, disappearing into the darkness. Michael was terrified, but he tried to forget about it and go on with his life. However, every night he was plagued with nightmares about his grandfather and the evil spirits. One day, Michael decided to go back up to the attic where he found his grandfather's journal to try and figure out what was happening in his house. When he got to the attic, he saw that the door was open even though he had locked it. He heard footsteps and turned to see the figure in the black cloak slowly walking towards him. Michael felt his body freeze with fear, unable to move. The figure approached him and he saw that it was his grandfather. His grandfather told Michael that he couldn't die without completing his work and that the evil he had summoned was still in the house. He gave Michael instructions on how to stop the evil and disappeared into the darkness. Michael followed his grandfather's instructions and began a ritual to banish the evil from his home. But as he started the ritual, he felt something else happening. The evil he was trying to banish began to enter his body, and he lost control. Since then, Michael has become unrecognizable. His face is distorted and his eyes burn with red fire. He's been hurting people and turning into a beast. When the police tried to arrest him, he escaped into the woods, and he's been there ever since. Legend has it that Michael still roams the woods, searching for his next victim, and that he has become a force of evil that cannot be defeated. After Michael escaped into the woods, people began to report strange sightings and mysterious disappearances in the area. Some claimed to have seen a figure resembling Michael in the darkness, while others reported hearing demonic screams and seeing strange symbols etched into the trees. The police were at a loss as to what to do. They had never encountered anything like this before and the town was gripped with fear. Eventually, a group of paranormal investigators arrived in town, determined to uncover the truth behind the mysterious events. As they delved deeper into the history of the town and Michael's family, they discovered a dark and twisted past. Michael's grandfather had been involved in occult practices and had summoned a powerful demon that he couldn't control. The demon had possessed Michael and was using him as a vessel to wreak havoc on the town. The investigators knew they had to act fast. They searched the woods for Michael and finally found him in a clearing, surrounded by symbols and candles. Michael was in a trance-like state, completely under the control of the demon. The investigators knew they had to perform a ritual to banish the demon from Michael's body. They gathered the necessary materials and began the ritual. The air around them grew thick with the smell of sulfur and a gust of wind whipped through the clearing. As they chanted the incantations, Michael began to convulse and writhe on the ground. The demon fought hard to maintain its hold on him, but eventually, the power of the ritual was too much for it to withstand. In a blinding flash of light, the demon was banished back to the underworld, and Michael was freed from its grasp. He woke up, confused and disoriented, not knowing what had happened. The investigators explained everything to him and helped him return to his normal life. Michael was grateful for their help and vowed never to dabble in the occult again. The town slowly returned to normal, but the memory of Michael's possession lingered for years to come.